Hi everyone, this is Cindy from Creating with the Heart, and today for Tuesday I'm doing a little tutorial on the Hello Kitty, putting together Hello Kitty cuts. And one of the keys always to any of the licensing cartridges is not to cut them too small. And Hello Kitty is probably the easiest one of all the licensing cartridges to put together. My Hello Kitty is cut at 3.5, so it's not very small. And I usually kind of put her together. I've seen people cut out the silhouette and use that as a guide to help them in placing the images. And the problem with the silhouette is if you cut it at this size, the silhouette is very, very thin and it breaks really easily. It's very difficult to get off your mat and to put on your image. So I think this is big enough and easy to use. So the thing about Hello Kitty is that she has kind of her own shadow around the image. So the black kind of shows through as part of the image. What I do is, depending on the size, I put it together just to kind of see how it looks. And then any of the pieces that I think are sort of small, I will use my tweezers and my glue pen. Or I will use this handy tool, which I'm going to show you guys today, which is the Xyron Create a Sticker Maker 150. And this is also really good for paper doll parts, anything that you've got small pieces. If you can kind of fit it in here, it's a really good tool. It doesn't work for really small stuff, but it's very, very good for Hello Kitty. And what's also nice is if you have a messy desk, some of you guys are really neat stampers. I am not a neat crafter. I am a messy one. Sometimes you kind of lose the pieces, or if your hand slips and a piece falls off your table or gets mixed up with something, it's very difficult to find. And how you use this is you just drop the pieces. There's a little arrow here. You just drop the pieces down, and then you just pull out the other end, and there's adhesive on the bottom. And I love this tool. I've been using it for a long, long time now. I use it when I do any paper piecing, when I do some stamping and I decide I want a paper piece. Let's see if this one will fit too. Might as well put that one in there. And it comes out the other end, and then there's a perforation, so you just rip it off. And then what I do is I kind of burnish just to make sure that the sticky is there on the bottom. No, that one didn't. That one overlapped. I have one that overlapped. No biggie. And then you just take the top off. And you have perfect sticky. So what I will do is I will put together I think this is the big one. And you have to be careful because some of the sticky kind of comes over to the other side, so I just kind of wrap it around. And then it's just so easy to pull off these little pieces, and you can use your tweezers if they're too small for you. I happen to have really small hands, so there you go. And then this one didn't quite get sticky. Okay, and there's the middle part. And let's see. And the reason, it's good to put it together first before you put the glue on, so that you can see where all the pieces go, because you have a lot of white pieces. And so it's nice to know where they go, so you don't accidentally put a foot where the ear is supposed to go or anything like that, because, that happens. I think this one goes here. And I've put together quite a few Hello Kitties. They're very, out of all the licensing, it's probably my favorite. I hope that you guys already own it, because it's out of print and very, very difficult to find. And when you look them up on eBay or Amazon, they're going for like $70 something. So it's just outrageous how much people are asking. So this one, I overlapped it. So I will just put a little glue on the bottom. And what's nice is it sticks really well. So that's really nice. It sticks really well. Okay, so here's that. And then this part, I think I'll just use my glue stick, my glue pen for this part. And this is just black cardstock for the base. All of her body parts are cut in white. And then whatever you want to cut her hair bow, because all of them come with a hair bow cut on here, and then close. So I made her bow and her heart the same. Okay, so very easy to put together. She's so cute. There she is. And then for my card, I kind of put most of it together. So the card base is your standard A2 card. So you'll end up with a 5.5 and 4 1/4 card. I then cut a espresso, Stampin' Up! Espresso cardstock in the same size, 5.5 by 4 1/4. And then I'm using, what is this I'm using? Basic Gray Hopscotch. And I don't always like all the Basic Gray papers. I was buying a lot, every one that came out, and I don't always like them. This one I happen to like a lot. I just like the colors, and it's just, I find it easy to use. Some of the Basic Gray I don't find easy to use. And so this is what I used, and my base cardstock right here, designer paper, is 4 by 5 1/4. And then I have a mat, which I cut at, let's see, 3 3/4 by 3, let's see, what did I cut this in? I think it's 3 1/4 by 4. And then I cut the DP at 3 1/2 or 3 7/8 or something like that. I'm going to have to measure it. So I'll put the actual numbers on my blog, because it looks like I didn't write down the exact measurements, because I'm sometimes a moron when I'm crafting. So I'm going to go ahead and make sure that I put those correct numbers on my blog so you guys can see what that is. But basically I created a mat, and this also comes from the hopscotch paper. And then I stamped a sentiment. And the sentiment is All Girl by Pink by Design. And I love these. And it says Friends Forever, because Hello Kitty always reminds me of high school and junior high and Friends Forever. And this is not twine. This right here, I wrapped this around before I put my cardstock on here. And this is actually embossing floss. This is by DMC. I bought it in Michael's in the embroidering area. So I guess it's embroidery floss, not embossing floss. And it's awesome. I bought a few colors of it, not sure how it would work. And I really want colors in all of it. It's really cheap. I think this was on sale. I think I paid, I want to say 39 cents. It was really cheap. And they have it in all colors. They even sell packs of them to make friendship bracelets. And those are even cheaper. I mean, it's really phenomenal. And if you buy the big packs, it's worth it to use a coupon. And I mean, if you can't afford to buy twine in every color, because twine's stinking expensive, and I know it's so cute because it's all the, you know, red and white or whatever. This is just plain. But this is a great alternative, and it's really, really cheap. And you can buy this in your craft store. So here's my image, and I'm going to go ahead and put some mounting tape on here. I try to keep my my videos at 10 minutes because it just loads faster, and I don't want too much gabbing. Okay, so I'm going to take this off, and this is a super easy card. And here she is, and I'm just going to mount her right in the center there. And there's my Hello Kitty card. Thank you thank you everyone for watching the video today. If you would like more ideas, then please visit my blog. It's www.cindyvernon.blogspot.com. Thank you.